What's good, everyone? This is your boy DJ's Raw and Cut Truth. Give you that raw content that you deservedly need. And let's talk about LaMelo Ball and the Pistons. Now, Troy Weaver, who is the GM of the Pistons, came out today and told the media that their camp and LaMelo Ball will be speaking a week or two before the draft. This is what Troy Weaver had to say about LaMelo Ball training in Detroit. Quote, "I'm always happy to hear players embrace our organization, our city. That never goes unnoticed." So as you see there, Troy Weaver had a lot of nice things to say about LaMelo. Anyone who embraces the city, talks well about the city, and embraces their culture, that's a win-win. And if the Pistons can find a way to trade up for LaMelo, I mean, they'll hit the jackpot with that move. I've made countless videos of what the Pistons need. They need a facilitator, and LaMelo can fix that. But if they don't get LaMelo Ball, there's a point guard in their area, in their draft area, at the number 7 pick that will be there. Killian Hayes could slide to 7. Halliburton can. You never know. So they have some choices there. But I'm happy to hear some real news. I'm tired of hearing these Kevin O'Connors and these phony shock tape commentators. It's annoying. Nobody wants to hear about what you think about LaMelo. What teams are talking to him, the teams he's working out. He's not even working out, by the way, just putting that out there. Those are all the things we needed to know. So this is the reason why I never really pay attention to The Ringer. The Ringer is all about trying to get clickbait reactions, trying to do anything to sell a story. And the facts are always the truth. That's why I enjoy DKM breaking down his sources. And as you know, DKM is rarely wrong. The only time he was wrong is the time of a trade or so, but that's about it. He has not been wrong on sources. He was right about Puma. He was right about the private jet. And he was right about everything else. So if he says it, I agree. My advice to all the teams drafting, if LaMelo is in striking distance, you make that move. Potential is the ultimate factor in this draft. This is not a Kobe, LeBron, Michael Jordan type of draft, but they are great players. So for this draft, you take the player with the most potential and you roll the dice. That's how you should treat this draft if you're a GM selecting. But I hope to see some good trades on the 2020 draft, some moving and shaking. I don't want to see teams doing the same thing, taking the obvious players, taking the safe players. This is not the draft for that. This is the perfect draft to take your chance. And there have been rumors that the Pistons are trying to move up. So let's see what happens. And I would be ecstatic if the Detroit Pistons found a way to draft LaMelo Ball. They deserve it. They deserve the fandom. They're going to get an increase of TV games. Sponsorships are going to go off the roof. You just heard that Puma, since acquiring LaMelo Ball, has increased by 13% already in a pandemic year. This is how much of a cash flow LaMelo Ball is. And plus he has game. And then that's why I call the brother the stimulus package, because he'll fix everything in your franchise. Before I go, I got to put out this breaking news. ESPN are going to have some major job cuts due to the pandemic, lack of viewership, and I'm not surprised. I knew this was going to happen. The only reason why it didn't happen sooner was due to the fact that The Last Dance did so well it kept a lot of people in the staff of ESPN. So Michael Jordan pretty much delayed some time and put some money in their pockets of the ESPN employees. I'm not surprised by it. That's why I always say sometimes, man, when you work for these companies, you have to keep a company line. Unless you're Stephen A. Smith or somebody elite in ESPN, you're gone. And this is the reason why I love what I do. This is a side thing for me for the YouTube content. But at the same time, whenever I get monetized and whenever this channel grows, everything I do what I want. So I'm my own boss. People who work for ESPN and Undisputed, they have to listen to someone. So they can't really say what they want to say. But if they do say what they want to say, it's only things that their bosses agree on. So they don't have that true freedom. But it's really sad to the people who lose their jobs at ESPN that are very talented, that are great orators. No offense, but Molly Qerim, I think she's safe because Stephen A. has a top show, not because of Molly Qerim. There's a lot of commentators on ESPN that are better than Molly Qerim, and it's not even close. But she gets to keep her job, even though she's a horrible moderator and cuts off every brother on the show just to make a pathetic point. But let me digress. You never want to see anybody lose their jobs, but the pandemic, man, whatever, all the stuff that's going on, it's no joke. That's why you got to stay prayed up. You got to keep your family close, and you got to find ways to get money. You got to have a backup plan. You got to have an A, B, C, and even D plan, because nothing is promised. All praise to the Most High. Subscribe to the channel. Peace.